Hi guys, so today I wanted to do a super quick video just to show you these £13, I think they're £13.95 or something, clippers that I got off Amazon. I actually saw Jess at JKP Equestrian. She was using them and I said to her, like, what do you think? And she sent me the link, so I had to give them a go. And since posting about them, a few of you guys have asked me would they be suitable for my super fluffy Connemara. Are they quiet? Are they good for nervy horses? So I thought if I just put together a few clips, you can see how great they are. So they come in this little box. They've got 4 different heads, some oil, a little brush, and also a USB charger, scissors and a comb. I thought that was really good value, if I'm honest with you, for £13. Also, please don't come for me, I actually have vitiligo, so that is why my hands look like that. So I was trying to find some photos just to show you guys just how fluffy Niffy was, and if I'm honest, he doesn't look too bad in photos, but when I say he is the hairiest, fluffiest horse I know, I mean, I had a lesson the other day at 2 p.m. and I was still at the stables at 8 o'clock waiting for his coat to dry down enough that I could put his stable rug on. Like, he has got such a thick, coarse coat, I could genuinely plait his belly hair, especially where the girth goes. It was so long, and his leg hair just made him look so chunky all the time. But as you'll see at the end, he's not actually as chunky as he looks. And here is one of Swamp Monster's unclipped legs versus clipped. So as you can see, they're super quiet. And the good thing is they don't heat up at all. I used these like solidly maybe for an hour yesterday, and they don't heat up. So I did actually start clipping him yesterday. I haven't done any of his neck or his belly on this side, but as you can see, I did start doing his leg. So maybe what I'll do is I'll show you. So he's got quite a lot of fluff on his stomach. Because I know a lot of people said, oh, sorry, you don't like that, do you? A lot of people asked, would it cut their fluffy pony's hair? And I would say yes, because he is so fluffy. And this is how hairy his legs are. So his legs are so hairy, which is why it was such a surprise. Ignore the tail, sorry, he's been standing in mud, which is why it's such a surprise that his legs actually look this slim and not this chunky. So the first thing we want to do is push the bed back, just because I'm clipping in the stable today, just because it is miserable and dark outside. And I also tend to use this brush because I find it is the easiest one for getting mud off, and we love a roll, don't we, Niff? So this is actually Niffy's first ever clip. So the day before I filmed this was his first. This was just me touching up what I had missed. So the first thing you want to do is take the lid off the oil without getting it in your mouth like I did. Ordinarily, I do tend to clip outside, but because the weather was so bad and it was already really dark, I did clip in the stable. And because their stable is their sanctuary, I usually leave them freestanding, just so then if they do get bored and fed up with it, they can move off and they can have a break. Oh. So what I tend to do is I start somewhere here, just because this is quite easy and he's not as ticklish here, just to get him ready for what's to come. It's not helpful. But as you can see, no problem getting through that, and maybe now it's easier for you guys to see just how fluffy he actually was. And also I would recommend wearing better suited clothing, because otherwise you will have hair everywhere for a good 3 days after about 10 showers. So I've left the sound in here just so you can hear that they are really quiet. And the other thing I've noticed is that they don't heat up. So my hideously expensive big clippers, not only do they give me like the worst back pain, but they heat up after about half an hour, and it's just constant stop, start, stop, start. These ones run quite smoothly. They just need re-oiling, obviously, as and when. But yeah, they don't heat up. And to be honest with you, I managed to do half of him. So I was aiming for like a blanket clip. So I took all his belly off and his neck and a leg, and then they needed charging. But I left them charging overnight, and the second time, which is what you're seeing now, I managed to get so much more off. So maybe I just needed to charge them for a bit longer. But that is something that you have to keep in mind, is that you probably won't get a full clip done in one go. I'd say, like, if you're going to take everything off, it might take about 3-4 charges. And if you're going for something like me, then I would say probably 2 or 3 charges. Oh! In summary, I would definitely recommend giving these a go. I mean, for £13 you cannot go wrong. I think even if these ones died on me, I would definitely replace them, just because they did such a good job. And as I said, they're not heavy and they don't heat up, and they did cut through some really dense, thick, fluffy fur. And I've also started to do George's legs again, because I left his legs on, but I'm taking his legs off now. And they've done that fine as well, so would 100% recommend these. I will leave the exact link for these ones down below, just because I know that there are a lot of variations on these. I'll upload a photo of Niffy sporting his snazzy new clip on my Instagram page as soon as I get down to the stables in daylight hours and it's not raining outside, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, the last thing I'll say is definitely wear appropriate clothing, otherwise you will end up looking like this, and it is so uncomfortable, especially the drive home. Take care guys, see you soon.